Let's be honest. Loneliness isn't always a tragedy. Sometimes it's a pattern your mind built to protect itself. Because not having friends isn't just bad luck. It's the result of invisible psychological habits. The way you think, analyze, and connect that quietly build a wall between you and the world. This isn't about being shy or introverted. It's deeper. It's about how your brain experiences people. 1. You think too much to feel connected. You replay every conversation like a movie in your head. Did I sound weird? Was that joke too much? Did they notice the pause? This constant mental replay comes from hyper self-awareness, a mind that's always observing itself. It sounds intelligent, but it's exhausting. Because when you analyze people, you stop experiencing them. You can't relax when your brain is busy measuring every reaction, so others feel tension, even when you mean well. You seem distant, detached, not because you are cold, but because you're stuck in analysis instead of presence. 2. You see through people too clearly. Fake smiles, forced laughter, drama for attention. You notice it all, instantly. Your emotional radar is too sharp to unsee what's false. Psychologists call it high social perception. It's a gift, but it isolates you. Because once you see behind the masks, you can't pretend anymore. You don't play the flattery game. You don't fake interest. And in a world addicted to surface-level validation, your honesty becomes uncomfortable. People confuse your silence with arrogance, your peace with pride, your independence with superiority. You're not cold, you're real. But realness exposes the performance in others, and most people don't like mirrors that reflect too clearly. 3. You're too emotionally self-sufficient. You don't text for comfort. You don't overshare when you're hurting. You solve, you process, you move on alone. That's emotional self-reliance. It sounds strong on paper, but in real life, connection requires vulnerability. When you never ask for help, they stop offering. When you never show emotion, they stop trying to understand. You don't push people away. You just never give them space to matter. And over time, that quiet independence becomes a lonely fortress. 4. You don't belong to the group mind. You think differently. You don't follow trends. You don't laugh just because everyone else does. Psychology calls this low social conformity, a rare trait of independent thinkers. It earns respect, but not closeness. Because people bond through sameness, not difference. They crave mirrors, not windows. When everyone agrees, you ask why. When everyone claps, you stay still. When everyone follows, you quietly step back. That honesty keeps you authentic, but it also keeps you alone. 5. You struggle with emotional reciprocity. You care deeply, but you show it logically. You help, you fix, you give advice, but you rarely express warmth in ways others feel. This is what psychologists link to alexithymia, difficulty identifying and communicating emotions. You understand the concept of empathy, but the performance of it feels foreign. So people might admire your mind, but they don't feel seen by your heart. Not because you don't care, but because your love speaks a quieter language. The hidden pattern. You didn't lose friends overnight. You lost them through small patterns. A slow reply, a missing smile, a moment too honest for comfort. You became too aware, too independent, too precise for a noisy emotional world. But here's the truth. Being alone doesn't mean you're broken. It means your mind values truth over belonging. You can't fake connection. You can't shrink yourself to fit small talk. That's not arrogance. It's authenticity in a world that rewards noise. The real lesson: You don't need to change your personality. You just need to understand it. Once you see how your traits shape your connections, you stop asking, "Why don't I have friends?" and start realizing, not everyone is built to understand me. Some souls walk alone, not because they lack love, but because they refuse to settle for imitation. If you're one of them, you're not lost. You're rare. And once you understand your mind, you'll stop chasing people and start attracting the ones who see you clearly.